Hello everyone, happy December. It's been a hot minute since I made a Spider-Man video and I thought I'd crank another one out for you. Today I'm going to be talking about Marvel's Spider-Man 3, more specifically, why I'm so worried about it. I already addressed a small portion of it in my Tom Holland video, but I'll run over it again. Before we get into this video, thank you so much for 300 subscribers. The growth on this channel has been, well, kinda nuts lately, so thank you very much. Sincerely, it really means a lot. Also, just to be clear, I do not hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I don't think he's terrible, he's just my least favorite. It's just an opinion, so please don't start a civil war in the comments. Thank you. So, like I said, today we're going to be talking about why I'm worried about Spider-Man 3. I'll be discussing my main 3 reasons, though there are more. The other concerns are smaller, however, so, you know, they aren't too important. Anyways, let's pick up right where we left off. If you've seen my video on Tom Holland's Spider-Man, you'll know that I'm not the biggest fan of his rendition of the webhead. This has nothing to do with Tom and everything to do with the writing. I think he's a great actor and he was well written in Civil War and parts of Homecoming, but just not so well in Far From Home and Infinity War. So I'm not worried about Tom Holland portraying the character poorly, rather I'm worried about how they'll go about writing his character. Like I said in the Tom Holland video, I hope that they handle his secret identity spectacularly. I hope they create a groundbreaking story about the world knowing that Spider-Man is Peter Parker. However, I'm very concerned that they'll just turn it into a goof, or just solve the issue with some scrolls. I'm very hopeful that they will do amazing things with this character, but worried that they'll waste this opportunity on a very shitty joke. Can't be.
No, please, please.
So I think it's pretty well known that Andrew and Tobey are rumored to be in Spider-Man 3, and that's fantastic. I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and I definitely adore Andrew Garfield's. There's just one issue. Both Spider-Men have their own personality traits. Garfield's rendition is snarky, arrogant, charming, and slick. Maguire's interpretation is kind-hearted, comfortable, and full of heart. My concern is that they will not keep these traits, and their characters will be rewritten. I really hope that they don't change these two characters completely and ruin them. I'm praying that they don't, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, before I get into the third and final reason, I'm going to take a moment to talk about the reasons why you should join the Patreon. I'll make it quick so you can get back into the video. Just hear me out here. Reason 1. There are plenty of dope benefits, such as getting your name in the credits, short unscripted movie reviews, and more. Number 2. You'd be supporting the KYD project, which is huge. Number 3. I'd love you forever. If you don't want to donate, that's alright. You can always support the channel by leaving a like, subscribing, and sharing this essay. Also, go follow me on Twitter. Okay, let's get back into this video.
There's only one Spider-Man, and you're looking at him.
This is my greatest concern. We all want a live-action Spider-Verse to happen, right? I know I do. There's just one issue. Let's say we get Tobey and Andrew. Well, that'd be great, but along with them come some villains. We've got Electro, Vulture, Mysterio, Kraven, Scorpion, and the rumored Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2. Don't judge me, alright? It's early in the morning. We all make mistakes. Let's just move on. Anyways, these are the villains rumored to make up the Sinister Six. So not only do we have to explore the character of Tobey and Andrew Spider-Man, but we also have to explore the character and motive of 6 different villains. That's a lot. If we have to spend all that time exploring these characters, how much time will we have to explore our main Spider-Man, Tom Holland? That's what I'm most afraid of. Sure, I'm not the biggest fan of his Spider-Man, but I want to be. I want to love this Spider-Man, I want to relate to his Peter Parker, I want the writers to explore his character thoroughly, but I'm fearful that if he shares the spotlight with 2 other Spider-Men, he won't get the development he desperately needs. I want to see the Spider-Man grow, I want to see Peter Parker mature. I'm just afraid that his character development will be brushed to the side in order to create a movie full of fan service. Look, I love Spider-Man. I may not love this particular rendition of the character, but I still want him to succeed. I know Tom Holland is capable of being a great Spider-Man. They just need to stop writing him like he's 12 years old. Bring back the Peter from Civil War, and build on that character. I'm desperately hoping that they save his character. Okay, so while recording this, they just confirmed that Doc Ock is going to return, the one from Spider-Man 2. He is coming back. Sandman from Spider-Man 3 and the Green Goblin from the Raimi movies, those are also in the talks of returning. I don't know, it's just starting to become too much of a team-up movie and not an actual Spider-Man solo movie. I was alright with bringing on Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, even the Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2, but I don't know, it just seems like it doesn't make much sense to even bring Sandman from those movies and the Green Goblin in. I mean, Sandman had an arc, it had a respectable arc. Green Goblin, I mean, he served his purpose. I don't know, it just seems like they're really not focusing on Spider-Man anymore and more just pleasing the fans with, wow, look at that Easter egg, wow, look at that character cameo. It just doesn't seem like they're actually trying to make a great movie anymore. I don't know, maybe it'll be amazing, who knows, but I'm just very worried about it at this point. In case you were wondering, here's what I'd like to see from this movie. We pick up from where Far From Home left off. The world knows about Peter's secret identity. He goes on the run, leaving his friends and family behind to keep them safe. I don't know how exactly I want the Sinister Six to be introduced, but I'd love to see Kraven get commissioned to hunt down Spider-Man. He could make a deal that in order to capture the webhead, he needs help from the other 5 villains, so they need to be released. Anyways, so the Sinister Six is too much for Peter to handle, and since Doctor Strange is also rumored to be in this new movie, he helps him out. In the third act, he opens a portal to a new dimension where 2 different Spider-Men emerge. They fight off the Sinister Six and unveil the truth about Mysterio. I really hope that the Sinister Six don't die because, you know, they're my favorite villain team. Now you guys may be wondering why I don't want Andrew and Tobey in the entire movie, considering I said that Andrew is my favorite Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire
Pizza time.
is my favorite Peter Parker. Well, as much as I love their renditions of Spider-Man, I don't want them to be the focus. I want Tom Holland's Spider-Man to be great, and in order for that to happen, they need to focus almost all of the attention on him. I want to love his version of the character. I really hope that they're able to deliver, but in order for that to happen, they need to focus on him primarily and not the other Spider-Men. I don't know exactly how I'd want the movie to play out, but that's a rough outline of how I'd like it to go. I'm open to other versions of the story, I just don't want this movie to be all fan service. I want it to have some substance, you know? So, what do you think? Agree? Disagree? What are your theories for Spider-Man 3? Do you think it's a good idea to bring in all of these other characters? What do you think about all these new MCU announcements? Personally, I'm most excited for Fantastic Four. We've never really had a solid Fantastic Four movie, so I'm just really excited to see what they're going to do with it. Try to remember, this is just my opinion, and I do not hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man. He's just my least favorite. Just try to remember that when making your comment. Remember to keep the comments civil, and have a bloody diabolical day. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this essay. If you have any ideas for other essays I should do, be sure to let me know. Thank you again for all the support on the videos, it really means a lot. Earlier in the video I said we were about to hit 400 subscribers, but at the time of recording this, we're about to hit 500, so thank you guys so much for the growth, it really does mean a lot. I love making these essays on the movies that I love, and remember, I make shorter reviews on movies that I won't be covering on this channel over on the Patreon. So if you're interested in that, be sure to go check it out. That's all, and have a good one.
Pizza time.